will be coming from all of the countries, people who are specialized in the area of public speaking. Yeah.
Now, let me hear from the regional director. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, yeah. Just to throw light on what he said, I mean, Youth for Christ Liberia, like we said, is a faith-based institution that we also work making sure that we open it up for young people in a social perspective. And that have to do with something that has to do with opening school of public speaking and computer science for our young people. Because nowadays we listen to most of our young people to even deliver a speech is so irritating. And so we decided, how can we make this so interactive? Because when you talk about the Bible, some people try to run away from you. So how can we draw their attention? Though we still carry the name of Christ, but how can we find a methodology to be able to insert Christ's message into them through what they love? And we have done an assessment. We know that most of our young people, they love the computers, they love the computer science. Most of them love the public space, but how to present their messages become a key problem. So we decided to make sure that we train our people, working with partners who have been into the business for close to 75 years now.
How have you tailored your approach to ensure that whatever is the gap, like you said, is addressed?
Yeah, so like we said, we decided, because before you come up with finding a solution for a problem, you must first identify the problem.
Yeah.
So we identify the problem, that the problem then young people cannot even easily express themselves. And sometimes the worst thing you ever wanting to do is to go political.
Do you have the capacity to bring about such transformation, having understood or identified that there's a gap that exists?
Yes, so based on that, we already started putting into measures and into place that we have to work with them, working with partners who have been into the business for 75 years in the business of public speaking, to bring them to Liberia and be able to do the training with our young people, to also be a public speaking person on the international level. Because that is my bigger dream, to see my generation in my time, to see people coming to the point of expressing themselves freely and making sense in what he's going to say and not having hitches in between. So we've been doing our best to link with partners. We cannot do it all by ourselves. So we look for people who've been in the business, who have done executive training, public speaking training, for executives around the world, and connect with them to be able to tell them, come to Liberia, let's try to shift the public speaking tone or the public speaking mentor of young people, so that they can be able to be a professional people, that they will not just be Liberian limited, but it will be people who will be outside, access to be able to give a credible message around issues of leadership, around issues of climate change, around issues of globalization. So you can go about naming it and over and over. So we decided to do that.
Now, it's a good idea, but again, there are others who are listening to the radio probably who want to know from you or hear from you what then is public speaking.
Yeah, so let me give you a chance. I don't want to dominate the show.
Okay.
Then
So you want Rogers
Yeah.
to respond for that. Let's hear you, Rogers.
Okay, the first thing is, let me, kind of throw some light on what the regional director said when it comes to capacity, right? Prior to coming up with the public speaking class, we did feasibility study, right? We went around most of the university as a case study, and we identified those gaps, right? So
What do you think is responsible for people not being good public speakers?
there are a lot of factors. I come from the social, logical background, public administration. There are a lot of factors. One is people not really be having the foundation, right? Because everything starts from the foundation. Like we're coming this morning, me and myself are kind of lecturing. The foundation is not there. So what we're going to do, this is why we said initially that we're going to focus on 3 months first, dealing with 25 students, using those 25 students as a case study. After the 3 months training, those students are going to broadcast in the outside, right? They will be seen as a case study for the first phase. The reason why you have gaps when it comes to public speaking, like I said earlier, it comes from the foundation. I don't want to say academic foundation, but generally, everybody is basically involved with politics. the nation, young people. Once you talk about when you talk about public speaking, the first thing that comes to mind, people looking at politics. So for us, we want to, like the director said, regional director said, we want to kind of, dissuade the people mind from politics so that they can focus on other things. Yeah.
Now, I want to go back to you because the fact that you said identifying the gap and it's more like it borders on the foundation of an individual.
Yeah.
The fact that you have some people who have stayed in secondary schools, maybe it took the last 12 years to undergo secondary education, and of course they have graduated, yet they still have the deficiency in public speaking. Is 3 months adequate to ensure that such is corrected?
Okay, like it comes to what we call human resource, right? Now, the capacity of those who are going to be handling the public speaking class, they have strong background. You have people from the sociological era, you have people from the public administration, you have people from the religious background. So we are going to come together, blend those various disciplines, right? And see how best we can. That's why we're starting with 25, because 25 person in a class, right? Those among us students will have the ability to personally interact with the various professors or teachers, so that in our process they can have the time adequately to be able to grasp the messages that will be sent. Yeah.
What do you think public speaking is important? That which you have gathered your resources to ensure that maybe 25 students or 25 individuals will participate in your phase 1 training.
Okay, firstly, let me start off by quoting from this German dictator, right? Because I don't love him, but I love the quote from him. Adolf Hitler once said, "One is able to win the people more far by the spoken rather than the written word. Every moment on this globe owes its right to the great speaker, but not the great writer." Public speaking is very key. People are not going to see how well you can read. People are not going to have the time, right, to read what you go through. But what you say carries a lot of messages. So this is why we're going to focus on it, right? Public speaking is very key in everything. Yeah.
And to add to that, the importance of public speaking, I meditated on that question, and I knew that question could come, and thank God that question came. The importance of public speaking is so huge. There are a lot of, it's so important to national development. Now, coming to the business, where you have,
When
don't-
people are talking and talking and talking, to what extent is it going to enhance development?
Thank you. So coming to the place, we talk about civil conversation, having a civil conversation. Like I told you.
Are people not civil in their expressions?
Oh no, I just not want to go so little big, but I would say yes to your question.
Is it a violation of public speaking when you are not civil, when there's no civility?
No, it's not. But there's a way you present issue to be understood. There's a way you say something for people to understand. You don't need to be so irritated in your voice, in your tone, to send a simple message or stop. So there's a way you can do it in a polite manner, in a diplomatic way that somebody will be able to understand it. Because take for example, Liberians are not the only people listening to you. You got outsiders who also want to listen to what you're going to say, but because you say everything, it becomes so insultive in your messages. And at the end of the day, people are not even getting what you're saying. It's so terrifying. So we are saying no. Apart from that, we have different types of public speaking that I also want to bring to our minds, right? We have the persuasive public speaking, we have the informative public speaking, we have the demonstrative public speaking, we have, and also, how do we call it? Yeah, we have the motivational public speaking. So if I got the strength in motivating people, that's a way I conduct myself to take somebody from the dungeon and make them see value in that dream by speaking to them. So there's so many, so holistically the word public speaking, but it got parts.
Who are your trainers? It's good to know because it's often said that when you are watching or you want to tell someone that they are not adequately informed about something or taking the code from your eyes before going to another person, it's good to talk about your facilitators. How trained are they to ensure that such is transferred to those who you want to train? Do you have qualified public speakers that can influence such course by your organization?
Yeah, so to answer your question, I also want to just appeal to you because we also have some of our partners here. because we have Messenger of Change or Messenger of Hope director also here as well. And then we are not just talking about public speaking, but the programs are into one something that we all have to talk about, because I just want you to also throw light on the partnership with Youth for Christ, because we have close to 4 or 5 organizations that are partnering with Youth for Christ to make these things work. In terms of, if I don't have a desire for public speaking, I have a desire for computer science. If I don't have a desire for computer science, excuse me, I have a desire for Bible training. So we working it out. But to answer to your question, the partners we have, that we so trust in terms of building up the capacity of our young people, I mean, they have been into the business for 75 years. I had a meeting with them yesterday, and they are talking about coming to Liberia in December by the grace of God.
Don't you think, given the population of Liberia and based on your survey, given that you've understood that a lot of young people are more like having deficiency in public speaking, is 25 that number that people should expect?
Yes, so I also asked the same question to the partners yesterday when we were having a Zoom meeting. And I said to them, because they told me per room, they only take 12 students.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked the question, why 12? We have a lot of young people who have desire for public speaking. Why 12? Mm-hmm. And they told me that they want to interact with their students freely. Mm-hmm. And they want to make sure that the messages they're going to send out to the students are well received. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to jam pack area just to get the name, mm-hmm. and at the end of the day, you cannot perform. So I mean, I should respect them for that. So I just want to appeal to them. Since you're talking about 12, we just have to run it up to 25, and we have to pay the difference for them in between to just provide them about 25, because they are executive trainers. Mm-hmm. They train executives. So if you come on the platform, you want to bring 25 persons from Liberia to be trained in the process, and the people talking about 12, you got to pay the difference.
Mm-hmm. Is your institution in any way accredited?
Yes. I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce it. We are indeed accredited and being respected around the world. Even if you, how do we call it, sit on your internet, you just Google Youth for Christ Liberia, Youth for Christ International, I mean, you're going to see it. We got, like I said, we are operating.
Accredited by whom?
By the international world.
Are you also accredited by the
locally?
By the Ministry of Education?
Locally. Yeah, locally we do.
Okay.
Yeah, locally we do. So internationally, we have Youth for Christ Ghana, we have Youth for Christ USA. I mean, you just name the countries. So locally, we are indeed accredited as well. So that's why we're coming up with that program.
Where do you run your programs from?
All right, so we run the program 72nd to the gas station, Painesville, and where they got I think it's just in Pierre River, Pierre River, right between them. But normally people who don't know that Pierre River, they know 72nd to the gas station, right in between there. There's an upstairs building owned by the senator by the name of Prince Moïse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. So we run it from there as well.
So have you commenced your activities, or you're still around the build-up?
No, we have not. We have not. So what we're doing now, we're doing the process of registration and making sure that we send out information for those who have interest to be a part of the process.
Are you attaching fees, or this is going to
Definitely, yes.
Why will you want to do so? Have you understood the gap, and you want to kind of help a society to overcome such? Why are you?
I repented by giving things free in this country. And I don't want to be so strong about it. I repented by giving free things in the country. When I'm talking about
is that respected?
When I'm talking about that, I'm saying knowledge that somebody already trying to give you, leaving that country, and you come and say thank you, and just let them go like that. Even on your part, you will not be blessed. So what we are saying, people will tell you, like somebody will give me information in regards on public speaking school in this country, that information she is around $20, $15 US. We talk about information she is $150 Liberty. And then the fees, if information is around $30 US information sheet, then you're talking about the fees. So we are saying no, we're going to bring it down to $60.
So it's affordable.
Yes.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah, very affordable. $60 for the 3 months. All of our students will have access to computer, and you have to do PowerPoint presentation as well. because we are in an age where you have to be so adaptable in the issue of going into the technical world to have an issue of the base and be able to present it well. You will not take flying sheets all over the places. So we're going to teach them PowerPoint. So if you don't have a computer knowledge, we have to drill you through the process. So see from one angle to another angle where we're leading to making sure that our students have the quality. We don't just want a name or have the certificate being posted on internet. We want the reality being coming from you and hitting your environment that indeed this person really learn what they want to learn.
It tells me that you have more focus on young people.
Yes, like I said, we have more focus on young people, but we also work with people, the old folks who also want to, improve themselves. Because the training that come in is not just for, let's just say, but it's young people dominated, but old people can have, access to being part of the process as well to be, to do that.
Of course, my guest on the Super Morning Show this morning, Mr. Favor Te. He's the regional director, Youth for Christ Liberia, and Mr. John Yoko Rogers. He's a facilitator at the Youth for Christ Liberia Public Speaking and Computer School, and they're operating around the 72nd Bellevue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're right here this morning. If you're listening to us, we'll open up the lines now so that you can participate. Probably you have some questions for them, or you have a recommendation, suggestion, whatever it is from your end. I will kindly appreciate for you to call us on 0770879263 or 0886879263. Again, 0770879263 or 0886879263. Let's go to the line and begin with this caller. A very good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you
Thanks for
doing?
having me. I'm fine. I'm Couple Jensen, calling on my way to work.
Okay, couple. Let's hear you.
The program, I want to know what's the age range for such training.
Okay.
My son is interested, so he wants to know if you're with me in the class.
All right, that's good. Thank you so much. They're listening. We'll take the calls and later on for the guest the time to respond to the different concerns coming into the program right here on ELBC 99.9. Call us on 0770879263 or 077 that's 0886879263. 0886879263 or 0770879263 right here on the Super Morning Show. Let me take a number of your calls and following that I will get to the guests so that they can respond to the concerns coming in. Another caller is on the line. A very good morning. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Toby Jaman calling from Philadelphia. I want to understand clearly how the process will be.
Oh, Jala, you said you want to know the processes leading to enrollment, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you ever so much. We're running out of time already, so we can take at most two callers and then for I guess the opportunity or the time to respond to these concerns coming into the program right here on ELBC 99.9. This is the Super Morning Show. Let's talk to another caller. A very good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Maju. I'm calling from Queenville, Banu County.
Okay, let's hear you, please.
So I want to know whether someone in Queenville, how do I join the program?
Decentralization, right here on the program. Okay, thank you ever so much. So his concern is about decentralization. We have the processes leading to enrollment at the age range for applicants. And so it's right here. Let's talk to Hafana caller 0886-879-263 or 0770-879-263. I did numbers to call on the Super Morning Show this morning. My guests are from the Youth for Christ Liberia Public Speaking and Computer Institute right here on the Super Morning Show. Sure, we can start out with the different concerns coming in. You listen to the three. Okay, we have I think we can take this caller as our final or last caller right here. Good morning.
Morning.
Good.
Is that fire from?
Okay, Abel, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to know when the school is opening, what was the
Okay, opening of the school. All right, thank you then so much. Okay, so yes, gentlemen, we're running out of time already. Let's hear from you. I'm sure we can take the next 2 minutes to address the different concerns coming into the program. Let's hear from you. Welcome back. All right. So, Rogers, you want? Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, we'll start from the last question, right? When the school will be opening, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Currently, we are in the process of starting to, give all the information for the school opening, the information sheet, right? The process is going to be started by now. The process is on. We start giving the information sheet up for the, how you call it, those who wanting to enter the school can go on the campus now and begin to kind of acquire the information sheet. And the second question has to do with the age limit, right? We are basically looking at from 18 and above, right? I mean, the legal and statutory age from 18 and above, yeah.
Are you saying people who are below such age will not be involved or engaged into public speaking? That's why you want people to move on from 18?
Yeah, legally, a man is actually held liable for what he or she does after 18 years.
But you have the Liberia Children Representative Forum. You have children participating and they're addressing a couple of issues.
Yeah, one of the reasons why we want to look at from 18 above in our mind, right? Maybe the director can show that on that later. Is at that level we believe that you have acquired some formal skills.
Okay.
Right? You get me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. But again, people will say, especially educators will say, the foundation of everything. Like you said, and you referenced or you cited that the reason why you have a lot of people, having or suffering from this kind of deficiency in society is because of the foundation. And so if you have kids and to kind of focus on the foundation of those children, one would say this as much as important as having people in their youthful ages.
Yeah, the thing is, the how you call it, the school is going to be running from Friday to Saturdays, right? And at that time, it is our understanding that most of the kids below 18 will be on campus academic school, right? So basically, we want to have this is why we said we're starting up with the first 25 person, right?
Okay.
Afterward, we can after the first 25 guys have graduated, we can also focus on maybe the case and things. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah.
let me just come in as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, I mean, we just like open up,
Yeah.
wanting to work with everybody,
Yeah.
in sense of having the value of what we want to do. All right, so working with everybody, we will not just look at somebody who just like in third grade, second grade. For me, I don't see it as a waste of time, but it just like they give you another time to get mature more. All right. So we've been having a meeting like the partners, because the last meeting where I had with the partners yesterday, they told me that the age range. Also, they asked the question, and then I also told them that in Liberia the age problem is something that is just a normal issue. You'll see a 35-year-old man when you tell you he's 35, but you're seeing like a 15 years old person, right? So we trying to work in that, So the staff should be meeting hopefully Saturday. We want to see how best we bring it down around maybe the minimum should be like 15.
Okay, that's a need, right?
Yeah, that's a need.
Okay.
15. So to the point, the school will be runs 2 days in a week. That is Friday and Saturday. And that will be Friday will be like class will be like 7 o'clock to 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Then Saturday 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock, because we want people to have access to be a part of the process. For the air conditioner area that you'll be executive chairs you'll be sitting in on. We'll be having videos for our kids or for our students. We'll be doing short videos for them to put it on the international scene as well, so that they themselves can be able to perform well.
All right.
Thank you.
Lastly,
Thank you. We're all
two more questions. Two more questions. The guy asked. Yeah. Maybe I could just kind of rush on the first day. A person called from Sando, asking that.
Decentralization.
Decentralization. So for now, we don't really have the capacity to go to Sando, right? Maybe in the future we'll roll it out. The last question has to do with what the process is to get enrolled, right? The major process is get on the campus, get the information sheet. All of the processes are kind of land on the information sheet.
So that's just
Thank you.
read our number again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, please. Please
Okay.
go ahead with
All
your-
right. So to contact us when you get the information sheet, you can call on 0779 08 5410. 0779 08 5410.
Okay.
So you can call the number and be a part of the process.
Gentlemen, thank you ever so much. All the best.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you for the time.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
it was very wonderful this morning.
Mr. Favor Ter is the Regional Director, Youth for Crest
Right.
Liberia, Public Speaking and Computer School. Mr. John Yoko Rogers is a facilitator at the institution. They've decided now to build or enhance the capacity of youth, especially with deficiency in public speaking. This is the Super Morning Show. When I'm back, a number of journalists under the umbrella to promote education in Liberia will be right here, and we'll be talking about their role in society. My name is Yega. I'll be right back. Please keep listening.
Yeah.